Hey there! Want to know one of the most powerful minimalist habits that transformed my life? It's not about decluttering or organizing, it's about creating a no-buy list. In today's video, I'm sharing 25 things I'm not buying in 2025, and trust me, some of these might surprise you. My husband and I are diving into a low-buy year, and many people would say you want to spend less and save more too. But here's the thing, it's not just about saving money, it's about breaking free from consumer pressure and finding contentment in what we already have. From saying no to trendy home decor to resisting those late-night food delivery cravings, I'm spilling all my secrets. Stay tuned, especially for number 11. It's a game changer that saved me thousands last year. Let's begin with number 1 on my list, the decision to stop buying into other people's opinions about home decoration. After receiving comments about our minimal wall art, I've realized that as a minimalist family, we prefer to decorate thoughtfully and slowly, prioritizing function and personal meaning over conventional expectations. This reminder came strongly after we moved into our new home, and I found myself more confident than ever in our choice to take our time with decorating decisions. When you're part of a countercultural movement like minimalism, you're bound to face criticism and unsolicited advice, but staying true to your values is what matters most. Number 2 focuses on our kitchen renovation plans, or rather, the lack thereof. While many might rush to modernize their kitchen, I've decided against a complete overhaul this year. Our current kitchen, with its warm red oak cabinets and unique blue backsplash, has grown on me significantly. Instead of spending thousands on a full renovation, we made a minimal investment in new cabinet pulls, which refreshed the space while preserving its mid-century modern character. The blue backsplash reminds me of mermaid scales, bringing joy to my daily cooking routine. Sometimes the best decision is to appreciate what you already have. For number 3, I'm implementing the rule of 5 for clothing purchases. This means limiting my clothing acquisitions to just 5 items throughout the year, whether new or thrifted. Last year, I acquired 7 pieces due to climate adjustment needs and weight changes. But this year, I'm committed to staying within the 5-item limit. This thoughtful approach to wardrobe building has already shown me how few pieces we really need to create a functional and satisfying closet. This rule comes from a Berlin-based think tank's research on sustainable fashion and its impact on global warming. It's amazing how such a simple guideline can have such a significant environmental impact. Number 4 addresses my stance on jeans purchases. With 2 perfectly functional pairs, 1 dark wash skinny fit, and 1 light wash straight leg, I've found my denim needs are completely covered. This decision reflects a broader commitment to maximizing the use of existing clothing, rather than constantly updating my wardrobe. For many years, I actually owned just 1 pair of jeans, and it served me perfectly well. It's fascinating how we've been conditioned to think we need multiple versions of the same item. The 5th item on my list is swimwear. After streamlining my collection to include 1 black one-piece for leisure and a practical Speedo for lap swimming, I found no need for additional pieces. This focused approach ensures that each item serves a specific purpose without unnecessary overlap. I also use swim shorts for additional coverage during training sessions with my children, making the whole setup perfectly functional for all my aquatic needs. For number 6, I'm taking a firm stance against fast fashion websites and questionable online retailers. Despite receiving numerous sponsorship offers from these companies, I remain steadfast in my decision to avoid their services entirely. This choice extends beyond just personal finance. It's about taking a stand against unsustainable practices and questionable labor conditions. The number of promotional emails I receive from these companies is staggering, but knowing the true cost of fast fashion makes it easy to hit delete. Number 7 focuses on jewelry and accessories. I've found that a carefully curated collection of timeless pieces serves me better than constantly chasing trends. This year, I'm choosing to appreciate and maintain what I already own, rather than adding new pieces to my collection. It's remarkable how much money we can save by simply being content with what we have and taking good care of it. When you invest in quality pieces that truly reflect your style, the need for constant updates naturally diminishes. Number 8 addresses nail care products and services. I've embraced a minimalist approach to nail care, focusing on basic maintenance rather than elaborate treatments. This decision not only saves money, but also time and exposure to unnecessary chemicals. A simple routine of cleaning and trimming serves all my needs perfectly well. Number 9 tackles my approach to skincare and makeup purchases. At 42, I've noticed an increasing bombardment of anti-aging product advertisements, but I'm choosing to take a different path. This perspective is deeply personal, shaped by experiences of losing loved ones too early, including my mother at 39 to cancer and my father at 53. These profound losses have taught me to view aging as a privilege rather than something to fight against. My current skincare collection is minimal but effective, and I see no need to expand it based on marketing pressure or societal expectations. The beauty industry often profits from our insecurities, but I've found that simplicity and self-acceptance offer far more value than any product promising eternal youth. Number 10 focuses on hair care services and coloring. As I begin to notice white strands appearing in my hair, I've made the conscious decision not to cover them. For years, I've maintained a simple hair care routine with just annual trims, and I plan to continue this approach. There's something empowering about embracing these natural changes, rather than viewing them as flaws that need correction. Each silver strand represents a year of life experience, wisdom, and memories. The money saved from avoiding regular coloring appointments can be better invested in experiences or our savings goals. The 11th item on my list addresses impulse purchases of cute or nostalgic items. This is perhaps one of my greatest challenges as a minimalist. Recently, while editing this very list, I found myself at Target's Lunar New Year section, face to face with the most adorable year of the snake pillow. The temptation was real, but I managed to walk away. I'm particularly susceptible to anything related to Studio Ghibli, anime merchandise, or adorable plushies. After purchasing some cute stuffed animals for my children's Christmas presents, I realized how easily these impulse buys can accumulate. To maintain accountability, I've started an impulse purchase tracker where I document these moments of temptation and reflect on them later. Number 12 concerns kitchen equipment and cookware. Having thoughtfully built our collection to include essential items like our steamer for Chinese buns and a Le Creuset pot purchased on sale last year, I feel completely satisfied with our current setup. These tools enable us to prepare virtually any cuisine we desire, from Dutch babies to pot roasts. New purchases will only be considered if something breaks or becomes genuinely unusable. It's remarkable how few pieces of equipment you actually need to create wonderful meals. The key is choosing versatile items that can serve multiple purposes rather than single-use gadgets that clutter our cabinets. For number 13, I'm putting a hold on purchasing any new floor rugs. While rugs can serve practical purposes, I've found that as a minimalist, they often add unnecessary maintenance to our cleaning routine. We currently have strategically placed rugs, a small circular one under my desk to protect the floor from my office chair, another in our boys' playroom for comfortable Lego building sessions, and a statement piece in our living room. Though the living room rug sheds more than anticipated, its aesthetic value and acoustic benefits make it worth maintaining. This experience has taught me to be more thorough in researching product reviews before making similar purchases in the future. Number 14 addresses throw pillows and decorative cushions. Instead of buying new ones, I'm exploring creative ways to repurpose what we already have. When we purchased our new mattresses, we received several complimentary pillows that turned out to be too thick for our comfort. Rather than letting them go to waste, I'm planning to transform them into decorative couch pillows through DIY covers or creative upcycling projects. This approach not only saves money, but also reduces waste and encourages creativity. I've been researching various fabric options and sewing techniques to make this project both functional and aesthetically pleasing. The 15th item on my list is prepackaged tea bags. After reading concerning research about microplastics released from conventional tea bags into our beverages, we're making the switch to loose-leaf tea once our current supply runs out. This decision aligns with both health consciousness and environmental responsibility, while also elevating our daily tea drinking experience. The ritual of preparing loose-leaf tea has become a mindful moment in our day, and we've discovered that the flavor is notably superior to prepackaged options. We're excited to explore different varieties and create our own unique blends. Number 16 focuses on artificial fragrances, including candles and air fresheners. This decision stems from multiple factors: past experiences of unused products gathering dust, recent research about indoor air pollutants, and a preference for natural ventilation. Instead of masking odors with artificial scents, we're focusing on addressing their root causes and maintaining good air circulation in our home. We've found that simple solutions like opening windows regularly, using natural cleaning products, and maintaining proper ventilation are more effective and healthier alternatives to synthetic fragrances. For number 17, I'm avoiding new subscription services. It's astonishing how quickly these seemingly small monthly expenses can accumulate into significant annual costs. This year, I'm conducting a thorough audit of our existing subscriptions and maintaining only those that consistently provide real value to our daily lives. I've already identified several subscriptions that we barely use, and canceling them will save us hundreds of dollars annually. It's easy to forget about these automatic payments, but they can significantly impact our financial goals. Number 18 focuses on delivery service fees and convenience charges. This encompasses both food delivery apps and general shipping upgrades. While services like Uber Eats and DoorDash promise convenience, they significantly inflate the cost of meals through service fees, delivery charges, and marked-up menu prices. Instead, I'm choosing to either enjoy the full restaurant experience by dining in or picking up takeout orders personally. Not only does this save money, but it often results in fresher food and better temperature control. For those occasional times when we want food delivered, we opt for restaurants that employ their own delivery staff, ensuring better working conditions and more reasonable prices. During a recent calculation, I was shocked to discover that our occasional delivery orders were costing us nearly 40% more than pickup orders from the same restaurants. Number 19 addresses my stance on tipping for counter service. While I maintain a generous tipping policy for traditional service industry workers like waitstaff and hairdressers, I'm drawing the line at the increasingly common practice of tip requests for counter service or self-service transactions. This includes drive-through windows, coffee shop counters, and mobile order pickups. This decision isn't about being stingy, but rather about maintaining reasonable boundaries in an increasingly tip-centric culture. The money saved from these small but frequent requests can be redirected toward more substantial tips for service workers who rely primarily on gratuities. I've noticed that these point-of-sale tip requests have become increasingly aggressive, sometimes suggesting tips of 25% or more for simply handing over a pre-made item. For number 20, I'm committing to avoiding storage solutions and organizational products. It's ironic how often we buy more things to organize the things we already have. Instead, I'm focusing on maintaining what we already own, decluttering excess items, and finding creative storage solutions within our current setup. This approach has led to some innovative solutions, like using empty food jars for storage and repurposing boxes we already have for drawer organization. The key is to organize what we have before buying new solutions. Just last week, I found myself tempted by a beautiful set of matching storage containers at a home goods store. But then I remembered how effectively our repurposed glass jars were already serving this purpose. The money saved by resisting these organizational purchases can add up significantly over time. Number 21 maintains my decade-long tradition of avoiding cable television services. With the abundance of streaming options and digital content available, traditional cable services feel increasingly unnecessary. We've found that a combination of a quality digital antenna for local channels and select streaming services provides more than enough entertainment options for our family. The money saved from not having a cable subscription goes directly into our savings account. When we calculated the annual cost of cable TV packages in our area, we were astounded to find that basic packages now often exceed $1,200 per year, not including additional fees and equipment rentals. The 22nd item on my list involves entertainment packages and streaming services. While we do utilize some digital entertainment, I'm being selective about our subscriptions. This means sharing family plans when possible, utilizing free content through our library's digital services, and taking advantage of included entertainment benefits from existing subscriptions. We regularly evaluate which services we're actually using and adjust accordingly. I've started keeping a viewing log to track which services we use most frequently, helping us make informed decisions about which subscriptions truly provide value. This practice revealed that we were barely using one premium service that was costing us $15 monthly, leading to an easy decision to cancel. Number 23 focuses on avoiding credit card fees and late charges. This commitment involves maintaining organized financial records, using autopay for regular bills, and keeping credit card balances low or at zero. These fees are essentially throwing money away, and with proper planning and organization, they're completely avoidable. I've set up a simple system of monthly financial check-ins to ensure we stay on track. This includes a digital calendar with all bill due dates marked and automatic alerts set 3 days before each payment is due. Additionally, I've started using a spreadsheet to track all our recurring expenses, making it easier to spot any unusual charges or potential issues before they result in fees. The 24th item addresses books and audiobooks. While maintaining my goal of reading more in 2025, I'm approaching it strategically. I currently have 5 books and audiobooks that I haven't finished, plus 2 borrowed library books. My plan is to exhaust library resources first and limit new purchases to 1 book or audiobook per month, and only if they're not available through lending services. This approach not only saves money, but also ensures I actually read what I acquire. I've created a detailed reading list that prioritizes borrowed materials and helps me track my progress throughout the year. Our local library has an excellent digital lending service that I've only recently begun to fully utilize, offering access to thousands of ebooks and audiobooks at no cost. I've also joined a local book club that focuses on reading freely available classics, adding a social dimension to my reading goals while keeping costs low. Finally, number 25 on my list is impulse technology upgrades. This means resisting the urge to upgrade devices for minor feature improvements, maintaining and repairing existing technology when possible, and thoroughly researching any necessary replacements. It's easy to get caught up in the cycle of annual phone upgrades or the latest gadget releases, but I've found that most technology remains perfectly functional for many years with proper care. When upgrades are necessary, I take time to research options thoroughly, and often find that previous generation models offer better value. Recently, instead of replacing my 3-year-old smartphone when the battery life began to decline, I had the battery professionally replaced for a fraction of the cost of a new device. This decision not only saved money, but also reduced electronic waste. This comprehensive no-buy list isn't about deprivation. It's about intentional living and mindful consumption. By setting clear boundaries and rules around our purchases, we can maintain control over our spending while still enjoying what truly matters. The key to success lies in regular review of our goals, tracking progress, celebrating small wins, and supporting each other in our journey toward more mindful consumption. Throughout this process, I've discovered that the most valuable aspects of life rarely require purchasing anything new. The satisfaction of maintaining and fully utilizing what we already have often exceeds the temporary excitement of new acquisitions. As we progress through 2025, I look forward to sharing more insights and experiences from this journey. I'm particularly excited about documenting the creative solutions and unexpected benefits that arise from these intentional limitations. I'd love to hear about your own no-buy list and experiences in the comments below. What items have you decided to stop purchasing this year? How has the decision to buy less affected your daily life and overall happiness? Together, we can create a more sustainable and satisfying approach to consumption in 2025, supporting each other as we navigate the challenges and celebrate the victories of mindful living.